Evening all, how we doing? Yeah. Thursday, innit? How's it going? Hope you all had a good one. Like there's something going on there. It's just sort of like random eyebrow hair that I can see in my field of vision. I think it is. How's things? All getting on. Ready for a little dead space? Looking forward to jumping back into this one. Yeah, I was going to make a Starfield-related news video today, and then I actually looked at the information that was there, and it really wasn't enough to stretch to a video. Just a couple of passing remarks that amounted to what we already know from one of the devs. So, yeah. There's updates coming. There's another DLC coming. That's about it. So we already know this. Really wasn't worth making a video on. I did make it short, though, because people seem to have forgotten that there was actually a bowling alley added to Fallout way back when. So I showed that off in a short. Yeah, that was my day. Well, I did some other stuff as well, but you know. Anyway, hope you've had a good one. Evening Tangy, evening Cal. How's it going? Trouble in Moria, huh? Yeah. I've managed to acquire myself a rather large blister on the back of my foot. Well, actually on both of my feet, but the one on the right foot is really... It's not a blister anymore, put it that way. It's just bloody sore. That's what I get for being silly. Oh. Oh, yeah, not considering certain things. She's fine. Or it will be anyway. My app is updating. EA app is updating. So it would seem. Evening, Caleb. How's it going? Hopefully we'll have games soon. Promising. Good. We've noticed your computer is currently offline. To activate your game on this computer, blah, 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 blah. So what do you guys think? Do you think my computer is currently offline? Or do you think maybe it's got its head crammed where the sun doth not shine? I'm going to go with option B. Oh, look. Now it works. It's not the most useless piece of software on my computer that I seem to need anyway, but it's up there. EA's app, I mean. Oh dear Lord. It was stuck to that tiny little window it sometimes does up in the corner, and then I had to go click onto it, then I'll tab off of it, and then hit the maximise button, which did maximise it to be fair, but then still left me with the borders and stuff, and then I had to do the keyboard shortcut to go full screen on it. Because, you know, maintaining your settings on a game that they definitely haven't updated is... Well, they updated the app, didn't they? But yeah, maintaining settings is apparently a bit too much to ask for. And now we're back to building shaders again, so... While the game builds shaders, I'll throw shade. Something like that. Everything safe here, ain't? Everything cool, cat. Am I going to play Borderlands 4? So... You get a slightly longer answer than you might think for this one. Already. Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but yeah, but... I've never played Borderlands... Well, I've played Tiny Tina's Wonderlands on stream. But that's the only Borderlands game I have played on stream. I played Borderlands 1 several times on my own time. I just can't... I don't know what it is, but it's not as engaging for some reason. Borderlands 2 I have also played on my own time and enjoyed and completed. So that was cool. I need to play Borderlands 3. Haven't done that yet. Do have it, though. Borderlands 4, I will probably not stream. So there's me getting to the end of the context part. I will probably not stream because I haven't played 3 yet. I also don't know if I'm going to be able to run it on this machine. I haven't checked, so I haven't got an answer one way or the other on that. But I would guess that even if I can, I probably won't have enough headroom to stream as well. Ooh, we're finally making progress. It's probably going to be the scenario short term. So, yeah. I'm also not massively keen to shell out for a game that's relatively far down my priority list. That is going to be 70 quid right now either. So, yeah, that too. Where do I have a Borderlands nice behind me? It is actually Borderlands 3. It could have been any of them, but it's definitely Borderlands 3. I have it because my partner went to a convention unrelated to Borderlands and came back with it. Somebody had a bunch of them and she thought that would look good on the shelf behind me. So there it is, along with God knows what else. Forgot that way. You see a bit more of the stuff back there. Fallout and Starfield stuff, and Borderlands, more Fallout, there's Star Wars, there's a Fallout keyboard box back there, there's some Rage 2 stuff, there's more Star Wars stuff on the top shelf. Right, yeah, that, hang on, let me just put a finger on it. This way. There we go, that white thing there. Actually came from the premiere of the show, the Fallout on Prime show, as did the like sippy cup thing next to the Starfield thing, the back that you can barely see. There's a couple of things there. I'm not going to stick it on because the way it is held up there is actually quite a thing. It's on the end of a lanyard, which you really can't see, but it is. And then that lanyard is attached to the elastic on the back of it, which is then taped into a very specific position so that it doesn't hang sideways. So, yeah, that would be a lot of trouble to put it on. Or rather, to put it back again, more to the point. So, I'm not going to do that, but you can see it. Yeah, you can imagine now. Actually, if I do this a minute, you should be able to see it a bit more clearly. Maybe. No? Okay, apparently my camera is not full and it hasn't tried to focus on something else. Right, anyway, I was just going to double check the graphics settings haven't gone haywire because it was being weird. They have not. Okay. Promising. Right then. That one. Wakey wakey OBS. There we go. Yeah, I like that thing. It's quite handy. All manner of thoughts and ideas scribbled, well, ideas scribbled in there. And actually, technically, one of the better pieces of drawing I've ever done is scribbled in there. That really isn't saying much. Seems I can barely tell one end of a pen from the other. Pretty sure those are the ones you sharpen, though, right? Pens? Yeah? Right. What's our situation? Plenty of pulse rifle ammo. A little bit of laser beamy thing. The ever-loving hell is that? What's pulse rifle upgrade? Okay, that's cool. No plasma cutter ammo, and I've got some flamethrower ammo. Okay, that's all right. Not a lot of healing. Got some stuff to get rid of there. Okay. Cool. So we need to deploy the antenna, which I'm not quite sure where it is, but it's so that we can get the communications array running again. Let's do a really weird puzzle about that, and then communicate with a ship that stopped by, hopefully. So it's probably not going to end well for them because they've just taken on board a necromorph. Mind you, it's only one guy, so. Oh, I remember where we are. wanted to dodge there, but I remember this game doesn't have that. So a great start. How's it going now? I've missed something there that is missing some context. Hang on. I'm going to have to come out of that in a minute, otherwise I'm not going to get the context. 130 euros for Borderlands 4. That is a fair amount. Okay, fair enough, Stu. Yeah, I definitely need some major upgrades to my poor old PC. We'll get there eventually. Maybe, one day. Right, yeah, I thought we were going that way, I remember actually. We had a little poke around in some of the spaces, didn't we? And then we went in the room. I cleared this area so that if I needed to retreat this way, I could. I remember. Decent bit of cash, wasn't it? Doesn't seem like a good idea to stick my head into a weird dark gap like that when this place is full of necromorphs, right? Oh, we are on a... This was a lift, I didn't realise we were going across. So we're going that way. Cool. Yep, we are. What's this? Another creepy alcove. Right. Personal log, E. Bailey, first comms officer. Our visitor. It happened again. Third time in the last however long it's been. I came in after shift and found Russo at the transmitter again. It looked like hell. I don't know if they'd been even slept since the last time I caught them in here. Not reassuring to see the chief engineer in that state. Russo didn't hear me come in, so this time I just listened. They were talking to the relay crew again. Talking, then listening. They even laughed. God, how long has it been since anyone on this fucking ship laughed? Now I should say something to engineering. I've already told Russo over and over again that we don't have a comms relay crew, that this array is broken beyond repair. No one is coming to save us, and they listen, but it's like they can't keep those thoughts in their head. As if it's too much. I get it, everything on this ship is too much. So this time, I just let them talk. If a broken transmitter and a mic full of static gives them something to hold on to, maybe it even helps them keep the ship running a little longer, who am I to judge? And yeah, maybe I've talked into the same transmitter myself once or twice after hours, just in case. Just like that poem says, hope sings a tune without words and never stops. That's all. New pulse rifle upgrade sorted. On the suit, I don't think there is really. Well, yeah, but it's not a massive priority, is it? No. I've already upgraded the pulse rifle much. Might put a bit into it. Really increases ammo capacity, huh? I'm not going to rush towards that, I don't think. Capacity, their damage would probably be a good option. Do I really want to worry about... I'm not going to waste my... reload speed wouldn't be a terrible thing. No, I'm not going to waste the node on that right now. Save station's nice. I'd rather have a shop though. That does no good. Burn, you little shits. Jesus, that thing's still in uniform. Lovely. Thought so. Let's have a look at the locker room. Oh, there's a store in here. That's fine. Back. Weapon upgrade for the plasma cutter. Dry fuel. You know what? I'm happy with all of the above. It's fine. It's fine. Cool. So would like plasma cutter energy. How do I do for cash? Quite well, actually. What about any of that stuff? Contact beam, that's the thing I couldn't remember the name of. I think that's what I'm going to do, is buy a bunch of this. Yeah, that feels good. Any Man United fans in? If you're looking for last minute summer break, you can't beat Grimsby. Man United don't have fans. They have, I was going to say victims, but it feels a little generous to their, you know, footballing prowess. Bereavement, you know, people who are bereaved. That's kind of more to the what I'm thinking. There we go. Plasma Cutter's got every available upgrade. I haven't got them all, but they're all there. Capacity damage I could go for. That one do. That does. No attacks can knock enemies prone. Damage over time. It's actually kind of appealing. We could go with capacity, damage, rate of fire. Go down that road. Gets me towards damage. I can't do straight onto that one, can I? Yeah. We go that way. Rate of fire is probably not more useful than capacity, actually. It's not useful, you know, but... Well, I could go straight down that road. That's probably going to be the way to go, isn't it? Let's do that for now. That's the plate. Any other player on the team gets paid more than the entire Grimsby locker room every week. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that much. To be fair, I am sympathetic. You know, do remember United being the team to beat in the Premiership not that long ago. The times they have a change, so they're not. Wasn't that long ago that my team was struggling. Like, to be honest, probably not quite as much as United are right now, but... The only person I communicate with on a regular basis who is that into football, there would be no respawns. I don't even think my brother's that into it. He's more into it than I am, but... The presence of a save station here makes me think something's coming up. Especially given that there was another one just at the bottom of that lift. No, you don't. Okay, that was bad. Even I'll concede that one. I got a feeling we're going to be going through there in a minute. I'm talking since United had any serious success. If that was an effort to make me feel old, Steve, mission accomplished.
Error. Blast doors obstructed. Please contact a repair technician.
I still can't reach the Valor. What's happening with the antenna?
It's blocked by... It's the Leviathan. It must have snagged on the comms array after we spaced it. It's not coming off without a fight.
Isaac, there's no time.
There is if I use the ADS cannons. Manual targeting like before. I can shoot it right off the hull. I got this. You focus on the Valor.
Will do.
Yay! Here we go.
Entering vacuum. Entering zero gravity. Manual targeting enabled. ADS cannon destroyed.
Right, I think I got this figured out. At least to some degree or other.
Manual targeting enabled.
Couldn't remember the freaking control then. Crap.
Warning. ADS cannon destroyed.
That doesn't feel good. Don't know what's going on here, but it's also not good. Woo! the next ADS cannon's over the other way there. Oh, I think I managed to dodge whatever was going on there.
Manual targeting
Ooh.
enabled.
Oh, come on! I'd moved there and it just suddenly stopped. Oh, that's annoying. I don't feel that last one should have hit me.
Error. Blast doors obstructed. Please contact a repair technician.
I still can't reach the Valor. What's happening with the antenna?
It's blocked by... It's the Leviathan. It must have snagged on the comms array after we spaced it. It's not coming off without a fight.
Isaac, there's no time.
There is if I use the ADS cannons. Manual targeting like before. I can shoot it right off the hull. I got this. You focus on the Valor.
Will do.
Think I can get much out of that. In terms of photos, anyway. Right. Here we go again. Yeah, definitely.
Entering vacuum. Entering zero gravity. Manual targeting enabled.
Wouldn't let me do it unless I aim. That's as good as that's getting.
Warning. ADS cannon destroyed.
Up and over. It's just that.
Manual targeting enabled.
Come on. That's what you get for being cocky, I think. Controls are just not that sharp.
Warning. ADS cannon destroyed.
Ooh. Need a little bit of careful work here to make sure I don't get clobbered, aren't I? Surprisingly okay.
targeting enabled.
Okay, that fucker got me because I can't see. Well, I can't see it coming because my body's in the way.
Warning.
Ah, crap.
AGS cannon destroyed. Just keep moving. Keep at it. Oh, I think I got it.
Is it dead?
Dead and gone. I'll try the antenna's manual release again.
Do it. I've
Oh,
got
yeah.
the position loaded and ready to go.
I know about the gone part, definitely the dead part. Error. Get off my ship, indeed. Where was the door? There it is. Ooh, that definitely went a little bit better.
Exiting zero gravity. Exiting vacuum.
Ooh, we did it. The way that antenna is extending from the pile of goop is really quite creepy.
This is Kendra Daniels on the USG Ishimura. Do not open the escape pod. Repeat, do not open that escape pod. Do you read?
It's a bit late.
We're too late.
The Valor!
It's heading right for you!
Brace yourself! Cold.
Collision imminent.
Oh, shit, son. How did that happen?
Daniels, what happened? Something shook the whole crew deck. What hit us? An asteroid?
Those things got onto the Valor, a rescue ship. They found your escape pod, and the one that used to be 10.
God damn it!
Exiting
The
vacuum.
Valor's scrap. By the time another ship hears the SOS beacon, we'll all be dead.
No, that's what I was telling you. I found an executive shuttle on the crew deck, intact.
And the log says that shuttle's missing its singularity core. It can't get us home.
Wait, maybe it can. If the Valor's singularity core is okay, I could salvage it, install it on that shuttle. We're fucking out of here.
Where's the Valor now?
It's near comms.
Keep us stable. Isaac, I'll grab a suit and EVA onto the Valor. Meet me there. We'll find that core together. Let CEC clean up their own mess. I'm saving what I can.
It's not sure I trust what he's up to, but just in the other way, huh? It's the saving what I can bit that I don't entirely trust. Yeah, that didn't exactly go well, did it? Use my ammo switch, healing switch. Not great, not terrible. Well, there's my destination. I see him. Yep. What's left of the ship is just wedged in the
I'm on
Ishimura.
board. The Valor's trashed, but I can make it to the bridge. The hell was that?
You got company, dumbass. It ain't friendly company. Land, please. Thank you.
Zero gravity.
Right. Chapter 8. Completed. Chapter 9. Dead on arrival. It's a lot better. We're getting into territory that I don't remember from the original game, which could mean I just don't remember. It could mean that some stuff has changed. Kind of fine with it either way, but... Definitely Isaac's worst day ever at the office. If you were to choose a change of career after that, I don't think many people would be unsympathetic to his situation. That's creepy as shit. Capsules for sleeping quarters, huh? I mean, it works, but... it also...
Isaac,
looks
we have
the
a
big
problem.
one.
The Valor's carrying a 12 megaton warhead. The crash hit the torpedo bay hard. I need you to handle that nuke right away, before something sets it off.
Handle 12 megatons? You know I'm not a nuclear engineer, right?
I don't need you to be. Just stabilize the warhead and eject it away from the Ishimura.
Christ, Hammond.
No one trained you to carve up monsters with a plasma cutter either. You haven't let us down yet.
Well, yay for the vote of confidence, but also fuck you, dude. In the politest possible terms, fuck yourself. Legless on duty, I don't know. Too long work from a short bit here. I think I'll just stick with the classic kiss my ass, to be honest, no. That really says all that needs to be said. Appreciate the compliment and the vote of confidence. Now kiss my ass. Say the fuck back, asshat. I don't think so.
Soldiers must have had stasis units on their armor. When they were turned, those units merged right into their bodies, changed them. They're fucking fast, Isaac. Stay sharp.
Yeah, I noticed that. Also, point of order. This whole ship became infected due to one individual who was not capable of infecting other individuals. I object. Like, that should be the only guy on this ship as a potential enemy. Text log. Eyes only priority black. Commander F. Cadigan. I read that as Cardigan initially. Chief of Staff Earth Defense. Operation White Light. Aegis System. Aegis VII. Objective Deep Cleanse. Ooh. CEC vessel Ishimura in breach of EarthGov system isolation order. Believed to have recovered marker 3A. Special Ops has confirmed the system to be, but is unable to provide planet location. Special Ops advisory follows. Exercise extreme caution. If marker 3A has been recovered, onboard infection is a credible threat. Operational orders. Shock point to Aegis system. Move into position out of local scope range and await signal from Ishimura to confirm location. Secure marker. If infection present, initiate sterilization protocol Eurydice, presumably nuking it. If not present, containment protocol Apollo. All personnel must, without exception, submit to full psychiatric examination during debriefing. So they came here to fuck us.
This is Commander Cadigan to all hands. We have been boarded by hostile forces. Hostiles are aliens. Repeat, alien and extremely dangerous. All personnel to arms. Fire at will.
Oh, what did he do? That Will guy can't catch a break, can he? Yeah. The other thing is, if it's marker 3A, kind of implies that there was a marker 3B, and therefore also a 1 and a 2 and possible subsequent versions of. And the government knows that there are many of these markers throughout space. Wonderful. Oh, it's fucked, okay. I can't move. I would appreciate it if I could fucking move. Yeah, I actually can't move. I'm stuck. Alright. Let's reload that autosave because, yeah. That's not good. Not that anything about this situation actually is good, you know, but... Well, that wasn't the plan on a number of levels, but still.
Here's what it is.
This is Commander Cadigan to all hands. We have been boarded by hostile forces. Hostiles are alien. Repeat, alien. And extremely dangerous. All personnel to arms. Fire at will!
Interesting. So another good news, I got through here. Right. So how exactly am I supposed to get... That door is locked. How exactly am I supposed to get this thing through to the other side? I mean, I can get that through. Take it in here and maybe tossing it through there, but I can't get back. So I don't think so. Oh wait, maybe I can. I was trying to make that more difficult than it needed to be, wasn't I?
Mr. Clarke? Hello? I must speak with you.
Who is this?
Dr. Terrence Kine, the Ishimura's chief science officer. I studied the marker for the church.
I'm done talking to unitologists.
But the
We've
planet
already
won't rest until the
established
marker is
something.
returned. You can't leave.
Tyler, thank you for the sub. What minute? Yeah, we've established already that this guy's turned his back on the church and their goals and thinks they're insane because he's found out what the reality of the marker is. So, and hence why others turned on him.
Radiation hazard.
Alright.
Caution. Warhead unstable. Contain all explosive materials. Caution. Warhead unstable. Contain all explosive materials. Caution. Warhead unstable. Explosive materials.
I may have fucked that up. A bit. A little bit.
Caution. Radiation hazard. Caution. Warhead unstable. Contain all explosive. Caution. Warhead unstable. Unstable. Contain all explosive materials.
Whilst that didn't go well, I'm not going to say I actually fucked that up. I just wasn't successful. Not the same thing.
The results might be more or less the same. That guy blew up, and any explosion in here is apparently really, really bad. Which is not surprising. Right, now I need to figure out... is that the thing to do? Apparently it is. Well, it's not quite what I had in mind. Think we're good.
Warhead has been ejected. Alerting bridge. Okay, the warhead's clear.
Hammond, this doesn't add up. If the Valor was just on patrol, why bring a nuke? And if they had a target, what's out here except us?
Yeah, I know. I'm downloading a munitions report right
We
now.
already know.
I'll clear your route to the engine room. Grab that
Like he's like, no, I
no,
don't trust unitologists. We know that that guy is not a unitologist anymore. Like, Isaac doesn't seem to be able to respond to the rest of the information and the knowledge that we as players gain. Which I could see being an error that you might struggle to rectify first time round. But this time round, I think they should probably have sorted that. How do you go? Right. Am I missing something, or oh right, okay, yeah, I am. My brain has got up. Never mind me. I think his new profile picture. Okay, we're good. I understand. Have computed. Brain has caught up now. Not sure it necessarily helps a great deal, but it has caught up a bit. Alright, I don't think I have any more. I do not. I do need some healing though, so let's pop a little bit of that. Armory, yay! Bad guys, boo! Get out of here, you slithery gits! Fuck with the off already! Fuck on that.
I am unhappy about how that went, but... on a scale of 1 to oh shit, it could have been worse. Infirmary, yeah, there's a place that's appealing right now. Shooting range, huh? This shooting range maybe got large quantities of heavy weapons on board. No. Assume there is a good reason to activate the shooting range without a save point. I'm unconvinced as to that being something I want to do. Unlocking these, I guess. Like a save point so that I can save scum it. But I don't see one. So know what else may or may not be occurring out here. Looks like you're meant to follow a course of arrows around a course. A load of arrows around a course. Taking out targets. There's a save station. Just in case this goes terribly badly and I use a lot of ammo.
Shooting range online. Caution. Live fire exercise.
Oh shit, they locked the doors. That is not the instruction I gave you. Get off me, you absolute turds! I'm not happy about this state of affairs. This guy just won't go down. Yeah, I've used way more ammo than I'm willing to tolerate here. Especially on something that's not actually necessary. The idea of running through the shooting range I'm fine with. The shooting range suddenly becomes occupied by monsters I'm less keen on.
Caution. Radiation hazard.
Right. I don't know that's enough, but hopefully that'll make my life a little bit easier. And with a plan or something.
Shooting range online. Caution. Live fire exercise.
Get the fuck out of it, you absolute asshats! Shoot down at least. There's fucking two of them. I got you, you little fucking wriggly baby bastard.
Quarantine lockdown disengaged. Error. Shooting range out of service. Please contact maintenance.
Maintenance your fucking ass. I kind of get why it goes the way it does. I'm also not a fan. Score 700. Okay. Well, that was a thing. Four takes me back up to maximum health, but I have no health left over. Decent amount of ammo for my pulse rifle, though. Considering I didn't actually use very much of it. Use more ammo for me. Yeah, I now have 13 shots from my plasma cutter. I prefer this weapon, but crikey. Oh, what's my shoulder's just gone? Yeah, on me. A good turn. The guy's not dead already and is still conscious is beyond me. That doesn't look very helpful. Gives me a big taste of what I could already work out. Large medpack schematics, better late than never. Well, that doesn't seem particularly opportune. Heck. I'm going to recharge just to be on the safe side.
Clever, you little shit. It's annoyingly wriggly. He didn't stay stunned for as long as I wanted him to. I still object to the fact that there's a whole load of them on here, because there was no way for a infecting type xenomorph to get in here. So there was only the one dude. He wasn't that kind of xenomorph. It was only Chen.
You hearing this? It's Chen. There, on the rig link. Did I lock him in alive?
Chen's dead. You know that.
I know my own fucking corporal. Chen, come in.
You're not so bright, are you, buddy? Either doesn't know what the marker can do, or... I mean, they've kind of none of them worked it out yet, have they? That's cool now. So I've got a bad feeling about this, but that would be an improvement on what I've actually got.
Unknown biohazard detected. Lockdown initiated.
Ah, crap. Fall back! Actually went surprisingly well. I didn't even need to shoot that guy. I go hairy. And in the words of Captain Sterling Hiller, I ain't heard no fine lady. Oh, back. Right, you little fucker. Oh, he's dead. Thank fuck for that. I got lucky there when that fucking secondary explosion went off and finished him off. Ooh, I got lucky.
Any large rewards, please? My badass fighting ability. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Quite like that I managed to get him stuck under that and get him zapped a few times, though. Although, point of contention, the electricity's going the wrong way. Watch. Oh, maybe it's not. Okay, I'll take it back. It just looked like it was going the wrong way. It really would be a sneaky trick when you think about it, because if it was shooting downwards, you might not see the lightning, the bus panels on the ceiling. That would be quite a mean thing for the devs to do. I'm kind of glad they didn't. Oh, did I mention this? I heard something that really kind of depressed the crap out of me. The guy who was originally behind this game and also Callisto Protocol, that's what it is, recently came out as advocating for AI in video game development. You, sir, are a dick. It's really disappointing. What the guy's name is now, so boycotting his future projects is a little bit difficult, but yeah, I wasn't impressed when I heard that. He's trying to make it sound all reasonable and shit, but it still amounts to saying placing people with machines for faster production.
The Valor's munition log. It wasn't just a nuke. They came loaded for war. Seek and destroy. This was no patrol. They knew about the Ishimura. Someone knew. We were all dead from the moment we arrived.
Yeah, the Ishimura wasn't supposed to be here, so look at the Church of Unitology that sent it here. Well, that the captain here, who then came in. Yeah, and music. Definitely in music. There's it doesn't have quite so much the really big artists on big labels, but there's been a whole thing recently with medium and smaller artists on Spotify and stuff, getting people contacting them going, oh yeah, I really like your new album. They haven't put out a new album. Some asshole has just used their name and used AI to duplicate their style and is just funneling funds off of it. It's, yeah. Generative AI in particular is something that should absolutely be banned outright. Some forms of AI, not so bad, but we do have to go that way up the busted lift. And the power is somewhere at the end of the fiery room of death. Of course it is. Am I taking damage here? I don't think so. Okay, good to know. Now if I need to go that way or not, looks like I probably do. Is there a way around here that might reduce the amount of fire? This is packed, don't mind if I do, under the circumstances. Oh, the irony of giving me flamethrower ammo in here. It's down there, but let's go and find out. Yeah, okay, that's not going to work. I don't think I can get around the back here, can I? No. Caution. I missed something there. I feel like I have, but maybe I did. Anyway, yeah, it's, I mean, generative AI, the problem with it for me is, one, yes, it's been used to replace creatives. Two, it's also stealing their work to do it. The companies behind it have all turned around and said, yeah, we cannot create this thing without theft. But don't fucking create it then. Well, that's specifically the generative side of things that's the problem there. It's bugging out a bit here. That kind of works, sort of. I don't know if it's actually bugging out or if it's not here. What's actually going on, but... Ooh, nearly set my ass on fire. I'm confused. Right, fire suppression system on, yes. Cute. Elevators on, yes. Ha 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 ha! Gotcha, motherfuckers. Not perfect, but not fucking bad. If you're gonna be greedy, be fucking careful. Well, I've got more stuff coming to Starfield soon. Got TM. Or whatever. Definitely is worth playing, yeah. Starfield is the video game development, its shortcomings, I should say, very specifically, the video game development equivalent of buying something from Amazon. In that, when you buy something the size of a pencil sharpener or something from Amazon, not so much lately actually, to be fair, but in the past, it would turn up in a box the size of a shoebox. So in Starfield's case, what you get is a really good game in the box of a much, much larger game. And a lot of room to bounce around in it. Too much empty space. But if you focus on the populated areas and the story and the quests and stuff, there's a hella good game in there. Base building was treated as definitely an afterthought behind the shipbuilding thing, but like so many things, you know, Elder Scrolls started to get good with its really good with its third game, and then 4 and 5 are where it got really good. They did better with Fallout 3, but established franchise and they were also developing on top of a lot of stuff they already knew. Oh shit, son.
Another malfunction. Half the Ishimura's in the red. Someone get the door open. Chen?
Shit.
Christ, what'd that thing do to you? Help me get him to the Kelly.
Shoot him. It's not shit. Shoot him!
What? Chen? No.
Helmet!
You're a killer.
Oh god. Helmet! No!
Quarantine lockdown disengaged.
That didn't go very well. To be fair, I still think Chen should be the only bad guy on here, but anyway. Well, discounting the fact that the entire crew and stuff count as bad guys, but anyway.
Singularity core removed. Rerouting power.
Hit the USM Valor.
Him and Vitals, they just flatlined.
Hammond's gone. Hammond shit.
Oh my god.
Cascade failure in all primary systems.
Fuck! The Valor's gonna blow! Go!
Warning. Primary systems failure. Evacuate immediately.
It's the plan.
Warning. Primary systems failure. Evacuate immediately.
I think it's probably worth playing more than once. If a linear game can be played more than once and be worth it, which you can, then there's enough variations on ways to approach Starfield to play different playstyles and stuff. Make different choices.
Primary systems failure. Evacuate immediately. Heat exchanger offline. Warning. Heat exchanger offline. Warning. Heat exchanger offline.
Go down, you little shits.
Warning. Heat exchanger offline. Warning. Heat exchanger offline. Warning. Heat exchanger offline.
That doesn't look promising.
Warning. Heat exchanger offline. Warning. electrical. Warning. Critical overload.
I don't know if I am actually up against the clock here or not.
Warning. Critical overload in main electrical grid.
I have a funny feeling I'm actually not, but
Critical overload in main electrical grid.
ow. Ooh. Please don't blow me out into space.
Incoming debris. Sealing blast door.
Whew. Made it. Sorta, maybe, kinda. There's the exit.
Isaac, come in.
I'm here. Fuck, that was close.
Chen, Johnston, now Hammond. And I'm tracking movement from the Valor. I think some of those mutated soldiers made it on board. What about the Valor Engineering Corps?
It's covered in blood, but I got it. God, I hope Hammond was right about that shuttle.
He said it was on the crew deck, along with every unitologist on the ship and their marker. You need to... Wait, someone's opened the door near the bridge atrium? It'll get you to the crew deck, but who's left with that kind of clearance? Isaac, something's up, but we have to
Doctor,
get that
I
shuttle.
assume.
For God's sake, be careful. We're all that's left.
You had 3 things chosen. 3 fish tank, heater camera box, and that was put in a box with water testers, which was then put in a box with pump filters. So Russian dolls kind of thing there, Steve. Individually labelled.
Exiting zero gravity.
Yeah. Slightly friendlier, nicer way of putting it would be reach exceeded grasp, really, with the Starfield, I think. It is a good game, it's just got a lot of space around it they didn't manage to fill. Which, to a certain extent, is fine, but they needed more points of interest, primarily. A better building system and more points of interest. There are other things about it that are kind of harder to put my finger on. Those are the big 2. Alright. Somehow I think the Reach Executive Shuttle thing is going to involve a little bit more than it might appear. So if I still got... Yeah. Still can't get there. But Mercer's quarters. Crew deck. And Chance Supervisor Benson's rig I've got to find, which I can't do either. Yet. I'm not sure it's so much the tech as the time, really. In the main part for me, like, they could have done more with a lot of the stuff that was on the weak side, but they would have needed a lot more time to put into doing that, to design more options. They needed more, especially environmental points of interest, less human ones. And yeah, more of them in general as well. And then like more time to put into the building system. Well, even more time to put into the shipbuilding system, really. But yeah, they needed a couple more years, I think. Or at least 1 more year. Which is very easy to say in hindsight. Without any idea what it was actually like to be there working on it and the pressures they were under and what Microsoft wanted and so on and so forth. I suspect Starfield 2, assuming they ever actually manage to make it, will achieve a higher standard. $10K for a large med pack. Fucking hell. Yeah. Part of me is inclined to sell some of those rounds, but I'm also wondering whether or not that's such a good idea. What about one of those? Bunch of that. I'll probably do. Could buy a node. We've got 4, so I don't think I'll bother right now. No, it's a realism versus rule of cool element there. They didn't quite get right. I think. Monday morning quarterback. Yeah, that is a very, very culturally loaded saying there, Gray. So you have to understand a little bit about football, which is, I do know enough to get that. The Monday morning thing, believe it or not, I actually kind of get, because it has to do with the scheduling, but if you didn't know the football matches were played on a Sunday, which a lot of fucking people won't know, if I remember correctly, isn't it the saying that college football is Saturday, pro on Sunday? Isn't that the general arrangement? And if I got that right, you can thank Stargate for it. But, yeah. To be honest, I know more about the rest of it than what a quarterback actually is, really. I know it's a position. I don't know very much about the role. Although I can extrapolate once I found out. I've said before, I worked a job in the past where there was a guy who was actually Canadian, but we often had football on the TV, and eventually I got to the point where, because it's fucking awful watching that sort of thing when you have no idea what's happening in front of you and you've got no option to change the channel. That sucks. The most interesting game in the world, if you don't know what the fuck's going on, ooh, it's not good. So yeah, I turned around and asked him what the actual hell, and he filled the blanks in. Oh, ooh, tram tunnel. We need that. Vincent's rig, probably here somewhere. Yeah, you fucking bet it is. In the tram tunnels, and we're finally back in some.
And that explains why it was saying you can't access it yet, because the tram tunnel bit is up here, where we couldn't previously access it. Quarterback receives neither throws or runs. So, part of the attacking half of the team then. There's a unique, shall we say, element to football. Only half the team on at a time. Actually, it's not that unique if you've got something like cricket, I suppose. There's one exception there that is a slight caveat I would pull for that as to the leader of the team thing. Given the unusually high level of input the coaches, managers, whatever position you want to call that, standing on the sidelines have, even during play. So it's more like deputy, I'd say. No, it's quite fundamentally different, really. But it is silly to call it football, given the amount of, handling involved. I'm gonna say that went smoothly, but it went alright. There's Benson's rig, which means I can now build master security override. Have a look at. In the captain's nest, so we'll probably go back for that in a minute, I think. Ooh, did not sneeze, thought it was going to. Yeah. To be honest, the only reason I'm pulling that out, Gray, is just because it's a really interesting, unique twist that you just don't generally see in other sports. That level of on-the-field interaction input from managers when the game is actually underway. They'll stand on the side and yell in a lot of other sports, but this is a whole fucking different kettle of fish, isn't it? But then again, there's also the, plays-based thing where you're stopping and starting. That also affects things. The tennis has had an interesting shift on that point recently. There's been a major shift in the rules regarding in-match coaching. Oh, I missed. That's why that wasn't working. They've just changed it so a certain level of coaching is actually allowed now during the game, which it wasn't previously. They ended up allowing it because it made a level playing field, because your coaches were finding ways to circumvent the rules. And it was very much a if you can't beat them, join them kind of a decision, because they couldn't. Interesting thing. So I particularly approve of it, but you understand it. Ooh, there's a thing I don't know. Never heard of that one. No, Captain's Nest to make the... Has Wimbledon replaced line judges with electronic detection? Yes, they did this year. It was the first time they had. What text logs apparently I haven't read.
Master security override generated for Isaac Clarke. All access will be logged.
There we go. Chair is both cool and uncomfortable looking. A guide to unitology, because the captain was a f***ing crazy bastard. That's the old name for it. Interesting. Now you see, if you kept the name, it would make a bit more sense. Or less confusion. Yeah, the line judge thing at Wimbledon was interesting. Like it was the last reigning Grand Slam that didn't have electronic line calling. But they clung on to the tradition on that. They've clung on to a number of traditions longer than other parts of tennis have. And often not in the best of ways. It was only very, very recently that they changed the clothing rules at Wimbledon. Not this year, like last year, I think. To allow dark coloured underwear for the ladies. Before, you just had to deal with that, which was really shit. So, to Captain Matthias from Dr. T. Kine. Okay, more time. Benjamin, further to our recent conversation, I'm putting it in writing that we should delay bringing the marker up from the planet for a day or two. You know how eager I am to study it, and I understand the sense of urgency given the events in the colony, but that's exactly my reasoning. What's happening down there is just too unprecedented to acting cautiously. We need time to study cause and effect. After consulting with Dr. Mercer, I'd like to meet with Drs. Schiarello and Welland, planetside, 2 doctors on the planet anyway. Their observations on a particular patient may be invaluable to understanding what we're dealing with here. Before he realised this whole thing was fucking insane and came to his senses, I guess. Clearance authorization recipient CEC Executive Director Warren Eckhard, authorized by Matthias. RigCo permits the recipient, Warren Eckhard, executive access to aboard the USG Ishimura until such time as revoked by Captain. Please secure your rig and do not allow others to access restricted areas. Separate codes must be attained for any staff members. So they gave some executive fellow access, unfettered access as well. Interesting. I don't think they'll be doing that. Scrapping line judges does suck a little bit because I don't know sort of where they draw those judges from. But at the very least, it's a work opportunity lost for a large number of people. On the other hand, the idea is to make it more accurate and reliable. And there was definitely some circumstances this year where the electronic line calling made some howling mistakes. I suppose there's anything in security, but that seems like the first place to handle look, doesn't it? No? Okay. Truth be told, it probably did make less mistakes than humans would have done, but still. Because it's new and controversial, the mistakes were really highlighted. You absolute mofo. Sneaking up on me in a previously safe corridor that is so full of mist that I can't see anything right now. Volumetric fog is not helping me there. It does need to work. On the other hand, as far as I am aware, the electronic line calling screwed up in a big way twice and guaranteed
the human line calling was screwing up more than twice over a 2-week period with that many matches and calls. It was more than twice. So, you know, it's just made to seem worse because it's new and controversial. Or, you know, focused upon, perhaps, might be a better way of putting it. Electronic lines, what robot stockbreakers do in the bathroom. Yeah, pretty much. I was going to say it's interesting, but it's probably only interesting to nerds like me. The system that electronic line calling is based upon was, I don't know about first, but much earlier adopted in cricket. It's the same basic technology, or a lot of it is. And it was used to judge LBW calls primarily, but other calls too in cricket. For years before it became accepted in tennis. You don't, motherfucker. Sounds like they're in there, but there is no in there, so I'm guessing they're not. Why, for the biological question there, right? Why do necromorphs make noises? Well, yeah. The best comparison I can think of quickly would be to compare it to something like a hunting animal of some kind. Hunting animals got better sense than to make noise when they're hunting. So scary is about the only reason. The other possibility that springs to mind might have something to do with degeneration of the respiratory and vocal tract, because they started out as creatures capable of speech. If the lungs and control over the speaking apparatus have deteriorated, then breathing may cause them to go every time they breathe. That doesn't quite track with the reality of it, but it's a potential explanation if they're losing control over this and it's just flapping around in the throat. Though it's starting to get weird if we go too far down thinking about that road. I'm not bothered about chasing the other upgrades, I don't think. What's this one? Damage over time. Do I want to push after any of those? Not desperately, no. Throw some stuff on the pulse rifle, I guess. So my backup is considered. Yeah, mating calls and potential predators don't add up, but then we don't know enough about the origin of it either, and what where the markers came from and what they were designed to do by their original creators, so there's questions there. But yeah, I do kind of like the things are falling apart and just flapping when they breathe. Although the necro part does kind of throw a little bit of a wrench in that idea as well, because as much as it kind of provides an explanation there, that it's degenerating.
Isaac, I'm losing you. Something on the crew
Why would they
deck
need to
must be
breathe?
interfering with the signal.
I can guess what that something is.
If the marker's
sir.
active,
Put the marker.
the crew deck is locked down, but the deck supervisor might have an override key. The last location I have for her is the gym. How long will it take to install the singularity core on that shuttle?
Not long, if no one tries to stop me.
Hurry. We can't leave the marker in their hands.
Probably need to throw the marker into the sun. That would seem like a sensible decision. Ah, I see. This is the crew deck station, isn't it? Yeah, why would a creature that is animated dead flesh,
Lockdown.
assuming that's what it is, need to breathe? Maybe that it's not technically dead anymore. Maybe something within the body that has to breathe. That actually makes a bit more sense. If there's something within the body that has to breathe, forcing air through the throat and stuff of the corpse it's inhabiting and mutating and stuff, then that might explain why stuff's flapping around, but again, issues. Holy fuckballs. Well, I might have known this unitologist stronghold was going to be a absolute shit show. Hey look, the place the crazies hold up is fucking awful. Really? You don't say. Couldn't have predicted that. Transformation is the key to becoming one with your crazy-ass god theory. Yeah, transformation into a fucking zombie, apparently. It's time, infidels. Yes. Creepy lullabies, anybody in the background there? Twinkle twinkle little star. Any lullaby just delivered slowly and out of context. So there is an in context, but anyway. Gets especially creepy. Node? Tempting. And so's health. Which would be down to 20 if I'd bought both of those, wouldn't it? One of each of those. You know what, I'm going to leave that there. Just in case there's another armor upgrade on the horizon, which there might be. Doing for time. 22:11. Lots of interesting details. Locker room and showers. Use your shower.
Operations confirmed.
You're damn right it is. Advanced engineering rig schematics. Nice. I'll go back in a minute. Well, let's create a ritual space in the fucking showers. If they're seriously you. I mean, I suppose it could tie into the idea of washing clean your sins, but it's supposed to be quite that literal. You know what I said about upgrading my suit? Come along a bit sooner than I thought. Oops, sorry. Suit level 5. I don't have 60k for it. Zero G basketball. There's a sport I definitely don't like. Basketball. Use Kinesis module to grab the ball, shoot it to the rings before timer runs out. Beating each level yields a reward that can be claimed from lockers. In the center of a ring lights up, target that ring for a score multiplier. It's not really basketball at that point, is it? You jog back and drop a save, and then I can... I don't think I need to because I'm not using ammo already here, but it's worth a shot, isn't it? I feel like there was 12 chapters in this game originally. We're getting most of the way through there. What's this? Part 6? Yeah, that should get me most of the way there. Shouldn't be a lot of it left. Say that like I want the game over or something. I don't. I'm enjoying it, but... Okay. Need to find out where... Get power for the lift from. Got a couple of theories. These theories has to do with deactivating this game.
Entering zero gravity.
No, apparently not.
Entering.
Okay, whatever.
Entering zero gravity.
Starting game. Level 1.
I hate everything about this.
You should be dead. Game is not over. Game is interrupted by a little baby cunt. Excuse my French. These things have gotten more durable. I'm not very happy about it. That was an empty, was it? Yeah, targeting the one that lights up is harder to do and they don't appear to light up very much. Not bad, I think, there a little bit. Helps. Some of them are lighting up. I'm kind of getting the hang of it now a little bit, I think. That was not helpful. That was the wrong one, the green one now. Adding to the timer where I complete this or something. Ah, wrong one. Alright, because I missed anyway. No, I'm not adding to the timer. Come on! Oh, so close to the top there! I've got one more ball off of it.
Congratulations.
One more ball and I would have been over the line there.
Exiting zero gravity.
What I want is lots of plasma ammo, please. Or lots and lots of cash with which to buy it. Yeah, if we could build big enough zero-G chambers, it's a bit on the difficult side, but...
Starting game.
See, timer goes up again at the end of each level. Wrong one. Missed the bonus points here and there. Yeah, you screwed that up there. Close! Closer than I was before. Oh yeah, hit it! We got a new high score, wonderful. It's not exactly basketball, is it? But hey. Yeah, 270, there you go. New high score.
Reward locker now accessible. Congratulations.
That's right.
Exiting zero gravity.
It's better be worth it. A node. Yeah. This doesn't look great. So wait and watch the game, I guess. Yeah. I know your game. Oh shit, where did you come from? This is not what I wanted. I hate those fuckers. Have a good night, Cub. It's coming up to about that time, isn't it? Well, it was elegant, but it was successful. That is a start. Oh, good lord, my shoulder is sore. Ooh. All these corpses in here, if I hadn't taken out those flappy things quick, I could have been in a very bad situation. Crikey. $60,000, I currently have 30,000. And I did not. Did I get semiconductors? I think I got some stuff, yeah, I got one. I'm still not there yet, but going a little bit closer. To understand that. So I actually have quite a lot of this in storage as well. So 60,000, but I need enough 3 over it, so that's not too shabby. Anything else that I would like to get rid of? No. Let's buy the suit upgrade. The level 5 suit. A lot of metal grafted up that suit. You have no money left. Thursday. Somebody's been busy. Right. Okay, there's a save point here, isn't there? So we'll hop on that. And we'll press on next time. Cool. There we go. Oh, that was a good bit of progress there. Communications array, blew away a big old beastie, and had some other bits and pieces as well. Did the whole Valor, rather, the USM Valor. It had been sent along to try and blow us up and nuke us out of existence for quite sensible reasons, largely because this infected ship gets back to Earth. That's a lot of necromorphs. A lot of no more people. So
I do kind of understand in a what in the hell were they doing? Well, we know what they were doing here in the first place. The crazy religious types came here. I'm guessing the government's idea was we can't just barricade this place off. So keeping it a secret is more likely to keep them away. Or enough won the Space War Championship, yeah. Yeah, I assume they're thinking like we can't prevent them from getting to all the places the markers are at. By, you know, blockading them or something like that, or otherwise securing them. So keeping those locations secret so the unitologists don't find out is the way to go. Also, they'll kick up a stink if they do find out about potential religious artifacts being prevented, like kept from them. So that would be the idea, I guess. And then, of course, when they did find out and had their loyalist captain commandeer his ship and go and start doing shit he shouldn't be doing, like digging it up, the only solution was to try and blow them to bits so that they don't affect everybody else. So, yeah, I do feel like I mean, I don't remember the Valor being on board it. I feel like maybe in the original game it might have they might have let Chen out or something, and he just caused the thing to crash straight into the Ishimura or something like that, or caused it to blow up or something. I don't know. I don't remember that anyway. Anyway, it was cool. More of this tomorrow. Should be good. We'll see how we get on the crew deck. Looking forward to. Video wise, yeah, I need to look at doing a video in the next day or two. Probably look at chasing down a best builds video tomorrow, because my Starfield one didn't materialise today. Not enough new information really to make it worth the trouble. And yeah, I did a potentially useful to some people anyway. A little short anyway instead, so there's that. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, I also did a video the other day about the Season 22 rewards are coming very, very soon, so have a gander at that. I'm not particularly excited. Maybe. There's a couple of potentially useful bits in there, but on the whole. Yeah, so best builds video probably tomorrow, maybe Saturday, but probably tomorrow. And yeah, then it's update week next week, isn't it? So that should be cool. So, thank you all for hanging out tonight. Yeah, it's been fun. Hope you guys enjoy. Definitely enjoying Dead Space. The rest of the next few months, I'm not quite sure how this is going to pan out. When you finish this off, when you finish Tainted Grail off, there's Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 that I wouldn't mind playing when that rolls around in October, and then there's the Outer Worlds, which is also October. So maybe we jump straight onto Tainted Grail and focus on pushing on with that. Then we see how much time we've got, and whether or not there's something short I can just kind of drop in to plug gaps if I need to. That might not be a terrible idea. On the other hand, I don't know, maybe I can drop something short in there, because maybe because yeah, between now and the end of the year, or between now and those games, there's actually only like less than 2 months. It's about 2 months rather, 8 weeks. So I probably don't need to rush that much with Tainted Grail on reflection. One to ponder maybe. Anyway, we'll sort of play it by ear, I guess. So, if you haven't already, like, subs, notification bell, all the good stuff. Social media links in the description, channel memberships down below. More streams and stuff on playlists if you're interested. All that good stuff. Check it all out, including the rest of this series. Dead Space 2 is out there somewhere on the playlists, so if you want to have a rummage through that. It was a little while ago, and not quite as remastered. But still cool nonetheless. Yeah, we'll dive back into some more of this tomorrow. Should be good. So, have a good rest of your evening. Have a good day tomorrow. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. I'll catch you hopefully around about 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Should be cool. So, till then, I'll see you next time. Night, folks.